Hello. Today I am going to talk about something I've rarely discussed. I'm going to discuss why I returned the Bronze Star that was awarded to my children's father and my legal husband posthumously. First reason, he was denied a Purple Heart, but was awarded the Bronze Star posthumously by two different two-star generals at his E5 funeral for conduct becoming of a soldier. Reasons why the memorial date had been changed to the day that I had to be in a very different part of the state. And I wasn't informed until 10 minutes before the memorial started. And I had to sign for the body. And I was already late for that. For distance-wise, San Antonio is where the memorial service was supposed to be. I was in traffic in Waco, and I needed to be in Fort Worth to sign for the body. You do the math. So, adding the reason that the E7 funeral director, who I was assigned to in San Antonio, upon arrival in Fort Worth, I was introduced to the Chief Warrant Officer 3, who is now in charge of the proceedings, as the original one of the E7 had been ordered not to go to the funeral. And after the 3-hour or so interrogation by CID, and then the slideshow of the DOA, there were many reasons as to why I started to go up the chain of command to inquire why. Not because I don't respect soldiers, not because I was completely, I guess pun intended, starstruck that there were two different two-stars in one place, plus as Chief Warrant Officer 3, and they were being phased out of the military when I was in basic training. So it was amazing for me. It wasn't that I don't respect and didn't respect honorable soldiers. It was just a lot of red flags that caused me to question things. And then upon finding out the original death certificate had been labeled as suicide, and not wanting that for my children, and not believing that because he was planning on going back into the PhD program, even though we were going to finalize our divorce after our final separation for over a year at that point. It got to the point where I had to see the general of the hospital at Fort Sam. And so I've been called many names. Usually I get read by random strangers. I got it. I've also been called bitch. And, well, I've said before, I'll say it again. I was born in the Chinese year of the dog. And I'm a female. By veterinary standards, I'm a divinely deemed bitch. And I'm pretty proud of the fact that I aggravated the two-star general so much with the various questions between the memorial service, the death certificate, the medical records I found dated less than 10 days before his death, where he had 27 different medications prescribed to him. Three of them were three of the same drugs as the male who played the clown in the Dark Knight movie. They were found DOA same day, close to about an hour time frame of calling DOA. So, irony in many, many, many ways. Anyway, as I had to go up trying to get answers for my children, trying to get answers for his family, and trying to get the memorial service, mainly for his children, I added various aspects of things that I remembered when my children's father and I had met in medical hold unit back in 2000, such as the sexual assaults, poker games for pills with chips, or pills as chips, mixing very, very bad or very heavy narcotics with hard liquor, etc. So as going up, it was, there's a new question for me to discuss and ask why this needs to be fixed, and let's do something. And since I had to go up to the point where I was at the general of the base, after the who knows how many time random popping into the office for a meeting, not many people can say that they had a 2-star general in his office on a military post with his guards, calling them starting with the cunt word because of all the stuff. Kind of proud of that one. Not that I should be, but it's one of those, wow, I was just trying to help. Who would have thought that would have gotten a, wow, I'm a bad bitch. I'm kind of, that's awesome. In uniform too, that was fantastic. But that aside, as things unraveled and as certain lies were exposed, and as going up once again the chain of command to Congress and Senate and the White House, my children got their memorial service. However, I was also given email records between certain individuals, one email pertaining to the Purple Heart that Robert had applied for. And the colonel, who was his commander in Iraq, had said that he had not done anything that would be conduct becoming of awarding this medal to him. So after the memorial service, I was informed that the colonel and his unit were returning, and I asked for a meeting. And I laugh because, well, I was very unthoughtful, and I apologize then, and I apologize right now again, and I will continue apologizing because I still feel really, really bad about doing this, but I had a head injury, and I forget things, and I should have known better, but not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'd say not the brightest crayon in the box, but yeah, I got the, yeah. So anyway, after speaking with the colonel and his 2 aides, who were all packing, completely understandable. We're in the general's office and we're discussing everything. They informed me of the reasons and the whereabouts and all these other aspects in reference to Robert. And I apologized to the colonel and his aides, and I said, I apologize because what occurred should not have affected you and involved you and your unit when these investigations began, because everything that was intended was not aimed at you guys. It was aimed at why he was being given the Bronze Star posthumously, and he was complaining that he couldn't get the Purple Heart. And so here's where complete stupidity, repeating my apology, I reached down to the backpack that I brought, and I said, "Oh, sir, I have something for you." And needless to say, I once again apologize because I understand they had not even been on U.S. soil for more than 7 days. So I apologize. I heard all the clicks, put my hands up, and I started apologizing profusely and said, I wanted to give you the medal and the certificate that was falsely awarded to him, because I do not want to teach my children that they are not entitled to things that they did not personally earn. And I asked if he wanted, or his aides wanted, to get the backpack, keeping my hands raised, repeating apology, again, sorry, sirs, and they allowed me. They said it was okay. So I got the backpack off the floor, stupidly didn't even think to just bring a mesh backpack, no. And so just unzipped everything, and they saw, and it was clear, and took out the certificate and took out the medal. And I apologized again, and I said, the reason why I asked for this meeting is because I believe that you should be returned this medal that was wrongly awarded. I know that the engravement in his tombstone will remain, but as I said, I don't want to teach my children that they're entitled to things that they didn't personally earn. And so I leave on that note. Hope there was some laughter, I guess. I don't know, but as I said before, I'll say again, I still support the troops, whether it's Marine, Army, Air Force, Navy, and let's bring our Marine home. Sergeant Tamarisi needs to come home. Let's get him squared away. Have a good one, guys.